What's up, everybody? John 5XR here. Welcome to my shop, my man cave, my home, 50 feet away from my home, the 5X Racing shop slash John's Fun Spot. Why we're here today is to break the news on a new thing that will be arriving at the 5XR shop. And some of you guys already know what it is because you've asked if I was getting one already. And it's going to be, drum roll, that's where I inserted a funny meme or GIF, right? What is it? A Honda CT125, Honda Trail 125, the Hunter Cub. Yes, that's right. So I am going to get the CT125, the Hunter Cub, and I am going to absolutely thrash test it. Why, you might ask? I thrash this thing. I probably have to blame it on one guy. I can't even remember his name, but I think he's in Thailand or Vietnam or something. But this dude got the Trail 125 when it came out over there, which was a while ago, and he took this thing through some lake and flooded the engine. And I was watching this saying, like, I got to do this. I have to do this. I wanted to do that stuff with the monkey, but I didn't because I don't want to just destroy a beautiful bike back there. Look at it. It's pretty. And I've taken it through some harsh conditions, and I always kind of feel bad about that. You know, I don't care about wrecking it so much, but I do in a way because it's just too nice. So I know I'm hard on it, but I'm not that hard on it. So it's not like my Grom. Good. I really do scare myself about looping out when I try to do wheelies on the monkey, so I don't try it too hard. But on the Grom, whatever. I've looped out, I don't care. I've looped out, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I fall, I take it to off-road races. I jump it. It doesn't command much love, but I really love that bike. So this is where the theory on why I decided to get the Trail comes in. So the Trail, in my opinion, was something that I was not going to get. I had seen the Trail break when the news came out. It was going to be released. I was very uninterested in it, very underwhelmed by the way it looked. I did not grow up with a Trail 110 or a Trail 90. Here, I grew up with a Honda Trail 70. It's right over there. I have some videos back highlighting that. A lot of fond memories of my Trail 70 growing up, and it's been in my family since my mom and dad were young, 1970 exactly. So it's like 50 years old. So that bike's been in my family for like 50 years. So that's the Honda reissue that I really want to come out. So I think news actually just broke that Honda filed patents to do a remake of the DAX, it's called in Europe. Here it's the Trail 70 or the CT70, but we know they're not going to use the Trail moniker because they use it on the Trail 125. Anyways, I'm excited that Honda might come out with a new reissue of the Trail 70 bike, the long, skinny, stamped steel frame thing that's completely awkward to ride and would make a terrible reissue idea because it is awkward. But I really hope they do come out with that, and I think they will. So I'm excited about that. Once I know they are, I'm going to go right down to Honda and drop down another deposit because that's the bike I'm going to have. So back to the CT125, the Trail 125, the Hunter Cub. So I am not from Australia, but I know some people on the groups and Facebook from Australia, and that Hunter Cub or the Cub Trail, I don't even know what it's called over there, but it is a big deal in Australia and all over the world. So when that released, there was a lot of people excited about it, and I didn't understand why, because it's such a utilitarian looking tank, sort of not pleasing to the eyes. It's not beautiful like the Monkey. It just has a standard looking frame. It looks like a work bike, like a farmhand bike or something. And that's exactly what it was in Australia. It was called a postie bike. So Australians, comment down there and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the postal workers in Australia use that bike to deliver the mail. So people in Australia absolutely flipped when they saw a new one of those is coming out, because it reminded them of all the old postie bikes. So I don't have that memory of that bike. It doesn't stir up nostalgia for me. It doesn't stir up emotion like the Trail 70 would or the Monkey bike would. I didn't even grow up with the Monkey bike. I bought a 77 Honda Z50 Monkey, like a Gen 3 Monkey, Gen 2 Monkey bike, a couple of years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, and restored it a little bit and used it as a yard bike. And that's about as far back as my Monkey nostalgia goes. And even that much got me to jump on the new Monkey right away. So I'm really chomping at the bit for the new CT70 reissue. And if it doesn't come to America, I'm going to import one. I don't care. So it doesn't, the CT125, the Trail 125 does not stir up that kind of emotion for me. So I wasn't going to get it. It was just, it's a shame that it's not the Trail 70 reissue, right? So I just shelved it. And I said, it's not something I'm going to get. And that's where we're circling right around back to this dude in Taiwan or Vietnam. I don't know where he's from. Some Asian country, because the video is just all music and they talk in it, but I can't hear them. So it's interesting. It's a well-produced video, but it wasn't until I saw that video that I started thinking I needed to have one of these bikes. And what really put it over the edge for me was the possibility of creating more content that my subscriber base and people that don't subscribe might be interested in seeing. So I know it's been out in the Asian market, the South Pacific market for a while, Australia and Taiwan and those places, and there's some cool videos out there. There's a couple of channels that I've come to be fond of. There's a Ride with Waro. It's a guy in New Zealand, I think, or Australia. He's got some fun stuff he does with the bike. There's a retired Okie living in Thailand or something video. That guy's got one, and he's doing some fun stuff with it. So I've been enjoying those videos, and it's got me interested. It stirred up the desire to want to have one of these bikes. And it's not to just cruise around with. It is to put to the test. So I didn't really put the Monkey to the test. I mean, it's probably about 80% put to the test, to where I'll take it to where it shouldn't be. I'll put the parts on it to make it do the things it shouldn't do, but I'm not really going insanely crazy with the bike. There's guys out there that anybody that's doing a wheelie for 100 feet is doing crazier stuff than me with the Monkey. So I'm not putting it to the test. I really like the bike. I don't want to destroy it. So I'm going to take this thing through creeks. I'm going to go through water with it. I'm going to try to figure out how I can prepare the bike to be a water resistant sort of thing. I want to be able to go mudding with it. I want to go do some wild stuff. I want to put fishing pole rack holders on it. I want to load my kids all up on it. I want to go on beer runs with it. I want anybody that comes to my house to try it out. I don't care if they fall. It doesn't have a clutch, so it's semi-automatic, so anybody should be able to ride this bike. And we're just going to do some wacky out there content with the Trail 125. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to get into modding the bike either. I'm not going to go crazy with it because I want it to be the utilitarian tank and pack mule that it already is. I don't want to take away from that. So I just want to add to that facet of the bike that this thing to me is a pack mule. It's meant to do work. It's meant to climb hills. It's called a Trail 125. It dang well better be able to go on a trail, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through the mud, and I'm going to really use it for what it's claiming to be and find out if it actually can do what it claims it can do or it's named to do. So you don't call something a trail and not expect it to be used on a trail. It's like calling a Toyota TRD off-road and not expecting people to take it off-road. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this bike, and I'm not going to be necessarily nice to it. And this might anger some people out there, but the Monkey, to me, yeah, that's a bike that is beautiful. It should be displayed. It should be kept nice, waxed and washed, and don't take it in the mud or the rain. Fine, I get it. I understand that part. So the Trail, not so much. The Trail is going to be the bike that does what it says it does. And I'm really looking forward to it because this is going to be a no rules bike. And the mods and everything, they're not going to be with the engine. They're going to be to make it more and more capable, carry more stuff, go through deeper mud, go through deeper water. So it's going to be a rugged bike. So that's it. I put a pre-order in on the bike. I think I was obviously the first at my dealership to do it. So I was awarded first bike when it comes in. And that's the fact that's been driving me nuts, is because I see people getting Trail 125s all over the rest of the country. There was a place a little bit further south than me, a dealership that already got one in. So my dealer hasn't gotten them in yet. And I kept bugging them and bugging them and bugging them. And finally they got a shipping date of December 24th, Christmas Eve. So December 24th, I asked them, did it ship? And they said no, they have a new date. It got delayed to January 4th. So that date's still stuck, and that's this week. So we don't really know if it's going to arrive this week or if it's going to ship this week. But anyways, I will have it soon. So when I do get it, we're going to start the content train on the Trail 125. This does not mean that we're going to stop the content on the Monkey. Does not mean I'm going to stop the content on the Grom. Everything is going to keep going the way it's going. The Trail will not replace anything in my channel inventory, my channel lineup. It's going to be an added feature of this channel. So not only will we do Monkey stuff, obviously I don't only do Monkey stuff now. So you guys have seen all the other stuff I do. This is going to be another facet to the channel. And I really hope it's a facet that you guys enjoy. So with that, I can't say much more until I have the bike. And once I do get the bike, we're going to do hopefully the unboxing video from the dealership. I'm going to do more of a the day I get the bike sort of video orientation sort of thing. All right, I got it now, and we'll do a walk around like we did with the Monkey. I'll tell you everything I know, and we'll do a lot more moto vlogging with it too, because that's not something that I was really good at when I first got the Monkey. So now that I feel a lot more confident with that, we'll jump straight on the bike and we'll get out there and we'll start doing this stuff right off the bat. So with that, I hope that interests you enough to maybe subscribe or maybe bookmark my channel for upcoming Trail 125 content. So that's it. Got a couple days till I find out what's really going on, and stay tuned. That's all I can say. Got some fun stuff coming up. So thanks for watching. See you later.